Oh, chimpanzee that monkey news.
Right. Well, this week, what we're covering is, do you know, like they say, monkeys are pretty close to humans.
Well, when you say monkeys, you mean apes, I assume,
Well,
and when you say apes, you mean chimpanzees.
Monkeys and that.
Well, no, because they're different species. They're all primates.
They've done a lot of tests and that. Like I said, we've talked about the one that went into space.
That was
We've
rubbish.
had ones that have worked in train stations.
No.
So
Barbers, was there a barber one?
There was a barber one. He started off sweeping, didn't he? But he didn't immediately go in.
Straight, he worked his way up, yeah.
They do apprenticeship.
They do a lot of stuff.
I've seen the salon. He was probably the top student.
But the thing is, I mean, in a way, this is linked to the one in the salon. He could cut hair, but he'd never be allowed to work on the till, right? But these tests that they've been doing now...
Why? Are they not trustworthy?
Well, they've had problems understanding money, right? But they've got one recently that they've been teaching about the value of money and showing it that, to get this money you've got to work hard, you've got to save your money, and when it's saved
No, it's all bollocks.
you can do what you want with that money.
Yeah, it wouldn't happen.
At the end of the day, these monkeys aren't on that much money.
Yeah,
so,
and they wouldn't. You could never teach a monkey the value of money.
So the thing is, they've said to these monkeys, look, there's your money.
They haven't said anything
You're
to the
only getting
monkeys.
so
They
much
have, Rick.
money,
Please listen to the news.
but
It's the news.
It's the news.
it's important that, they know how to spend that money, right? It's basic rules, really. It's what you teach a human about money, innit? It's what you teach kids. The
So
value
invest
of money.
wisely.
Invest and all that.
Sorry, who's teaching
they got
these monkeys?
past,
Well, sorry, Carl, stop.
Just some people and that.
But who? Where are these
The
monkeys?
monkey people.
But where are these monkeys? Where are these
I
monkeys
think
being?
it's in San Francisco.
Where are these monkeys though? What are they in the shop? What are they doing? Are they in homes? What are they doing?
Just
in
like,
the zoo?
Well, probably just in like some sort of science place where science people are checking out monkeys' brains and that and seeing how they work. But they're happy. They're not.
This is different to the news at 10.
So listen.
Well, yeah, but you can't interrupt the newscasters for one thing, Rick. Please.
Sorry, go on.
So there's these monkeys, right, and they've given them some money, probably about £5, and they said, right, off you go, go shopping, see who comes back with the best. Sort of, how much can you get? You know, like in
Ready, Steady, Cook.
where they say, there's a £5, go and get some food. Anyway, some came back and they were like, they hardly had anything. Right?
This is absolute shit.
No, listen.
This is
bollocks. Listen.
But one of them, right, he was away longer, to be fair.
Yeah.
Right, I think he came back last. But they were really impressed because he sort of said, this is amazing that you've got all this. Can't believe it. Give us the receipt, right?
Oh, this is absolute
Right, forget it. Forget it. No,
listen.
forget it.
No.
This is absolute shit.
We want to hear the end.
No.
Look, hang on a minute, right? So they said, give us the receipt and that, and they looked at it, and it was all official, right? And they went through it all, and what they were really impressed by is the way that they always went for the sort of slightly older veg, where you get 2 lots for the price of one.
Right, you're absolute.
So, and it just goes to show,
This
right?
is absolute bollocks.
Well,
There's
forget it
no
then.
way.
If you're
There's
not
no
gonna-
way.
Forget it.
Oh, chimpanzee that monkey news.
Right, this week the monkey news is about, we all know, like, there's monkeys knocking about that aren't happy in this country.
Sure.
Isn't they?
It is a big problem, yeah, it's an epidemic.
So they've set up like this sanctuary place
Okay.
where they all go. The ones that aren't happy in the zoo and what have you, it's getting them down.
They can phone a number and they'll come and pick them up.
Pop them in this house place, right? And basically they can run riot in there.
Yeah.
They get freedom to sort of cheer themselves up. It's like, don't have a go at them. If they want to do such a thing, let them have a go and what have you, right?
Yeah.
There's 3 people running this place, right? And one of them...
Sorry, where is this place for wayward chimps who don't like the zoo? What are you talking about? A house where they can do what they want?
I'm not sure where it is.
That's a surprise. Go on.
But there's this place anyway. It doesn't matter where it is, does it, at the end of the day? I'm just telling you what the problem is. We haven't got to the problem bit yet.
Go on.
I'm just building up to it, right? So these monkeys, big house and that...
PlayStation, anything they want.
Gym, all that lot. Swimming.
Gym.
So, anyway, I'll cut to the chase, whatever. One of them wanted to mess about with the woman's breasts. Right?
Which woman's breasts?
The woman who works there.
Right.
Right? And she was like, right, pack it in, we've all had a bit of fun. You've been in the gym and everything. She obviously, got a bit excited and that. He was fired up and that, ready for some more action and that. He's trying to have a go on this woman's breast, right? She was like,
Have a
no.
go.
She was like, no, you're not doing that. Pack it in and all that. The boss who's running the place was like, come on, let him have a go.
No, right, you're talking shit.
I'm telling you what, I know
Right.
sometimes I step over the mark and they made
Right,
this,
so where is this place where, well, one, where is this house where chimps were allowed to do what they want? And two, where is this place where one of the bosses, one of the human bosses, suggests to the other one, oh, if the chimp wants to play with your tits, love, let
Listen,
the chimp play with his
what-
tits.
what-
I've said before, Rick, will you please stop interrupting
No, but
this
listen,
news?
it's alright, Steve, because what I'll do, I'll bring the link and you can put the link on the website and people can have a look at the proper story. I'm just giving it them in a headline form here. They can read the full thing.
No, you've only read
And
the
then we'll see
headline
who's that.
form.
I haven't read it. I sort of read like the first
It was
paragraph.
probably monkey feels a right tit, and you've extrapolated all this from that.
So anyway, right, so he's there and he's...
So the boss says, yeah, you
the
can have a
monkey's
grope.
saying, yeah, the boss is saying, let him have a
Come
go.
on, Rita, if monkey wants to play with nipples, let him.
So she's like, I'm not happy with this, and he's going, come on, you know the rules here, we've got to cheer these monkeys up.
Oh, this is absolute
We've
bollocks.
managed it.
Actually, no, and in the end, because she didn't allow it to happen, the fella bloke sacked her, got someone else in. This isn't made up. I will put the link on the website and everyone can have a look at it, but basically...
I want to see the advert he put in the Guardian media page. I love that. Woman wanted to let chimp feel tits whenever it wants.
Well, it's all up there.
You're talking absolute shit again.
So anyway, that reminded me, because we were talking about other amazing stuff that Ricky told me to find out about. Steve, are you aware of bonobos?
We mentioned them earlier. I'm not particularly familiar with bonobos.
Right.
It sounds like a cream cake.
No, they were a sort of a chimpanzee, but more advanced than the traditional chimpanzee. They live in one sort of particular area, and you know, it's the sort of closest animal to the missing link. They're very intelligent. They take on a lot of social aspects of human. They have sex for pleasure and no other.
Steve's looking annoyed.
He's done ya. Yeah, what did you find out about?
Apparently, I found out it's 98% not human, this kind of thing. It's nearly human, but it's not.
We share 98% of DNA with it.
Yeah, 98%.
It's a higher percentage than you.
They have sex for pleasure.
They do look a bit like him, though. They've got a little round head, haven't they?
But,
and they're much more upright than the, you know, they've got a more flexible.
I sort of get bored with animals that are like classed as being intelligent, right? So when you told me...
I get bored with them.
Because they're not doing enough, they're not playing Nintendo.
Do you know, like, that people always rave on about dolphins, saying, oh, they're really bright and that?
Yeah.
You know, I was having an argument with Suzanne about it, and she goes, oh yeah, dolphins are really intelligent. And I said, but what? What have they done? So she said, well, they use them in wars, they strap bombs to the back to go out to boats, to then blow up the boats.
Yeah, they're trained,
Well, that isn't that bright. If it was really bright, it'd go, I'm not doing that.
Well, no, they leave them. They don't blow themselves up. They... anyway. But...
Right, well... So anyway, so bonobos, really bright and that. Now, I was looking at them, and they are, you know, they're saying... you know, they're just like humans, basically, right? But what I was thinking is... I didn't have a chance to ask you. If you got a mentalist...
Right.
And put the bonobo in an exam...
Okay, right, okay. What do you mean a mentalist? What do you mean?
Well, you know, someone who's, you know, a little bit, just a little bit slower than me, and put them in an exam, what would happen?
Right, okay, you've got to be clearer here, Carl. What are you saying? Are you saying pit the wits of a bonobo against...
Someone who's educationally subnormal?
Yeah. What do you reckon?
Again, I don't know where to start.
No, but if they're that good, why aren't they being used in labour and stuff? Do you know what I mean?
What in the late? What do you mean in the government?
Like, you know, like some jobs that they could do. Why hasn't someone caught onto it and thought, well, hang on a minute?
Sorry, I'm not familiar with the bonobo. Seriously, could it do a job of work? How advanced are these creatures?
Lots of animals do job of work. I think Carl wants this bonobo to start going to work with an umbrella and a bowler hat and have sort of like rudimentary language skills like morning, morning.
So so I couldn't employ the bonobo to be my PA. It's not. I mean, how advanced are they? Could I teach you to go in the shops and collect something and bring it home?
But you can teach a dog to do that.
Yeah.
It depends what you mean by intelligence, social interaction, also dexterity capability, you know.
Could it produce this show?
Yes! I'd have thought it could, randomly.
Yeah. Just by pressing the buttons, it could do a better job.
It depends what you're asking, Carl. What you mean is, could a chimp beat a thick human at an intelligence test?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But it depends on what the problem with the human is, doesn't it? Right. First of all, mental illness has nothing to do with intelligence. Let's get that straight. That's one thing. Mental people aren't necessarily less or intelligent than people.
Now, is that the clinical term?
Well, exactly.
A mentalist.
A mentalist. Sometimes I don't know what to do. I don't know whether to start with where he's going wrong with the question, to answer it, to find out what he really means, because
it's just that if that did happen, right?
What could happen? You want the Planet of the Apes, don't you?
Here we go.
Go on.
Right? I go to school. I go to a new school.
Yeah.
I go in the class. There's 3 bonobos sat on the back row.
Yeah.
Right? I think it would make
They're
everybody...
bad kids, are they?
Everybody would work harder, because you go, well, I don't want a monkey beating me. Whereas when I went to school...
So you think they'd be an incentive?
Yeah.
Well, I think...
Okay, they go, oh, go on, what do you mean?
No, I would have loved it, because, I mean, one of the reasons I didn't like school is it's like, oh, I'm not bothered. You know, I'm not bothering going in today. I'd love it if I went in and someone said, right, you're gonna start coming again, why is that? We've got 3 bonobos in your class.
What if they didn't hang out together, like the 2 little, kids with the webbed hands and the big heads?
What if they started bullying you? Stealing your pocket money?
Well,
maybe
I wouldn't go in, I'd stop
maybe
going.
copying you, maybe making you do their homework.
Yeah. They did find out you...
To be honest, it would probably be the other way round. And he'd score better.
Yeah. God, have you been copying?
Have you been copying the bonobos
Have
again?
you been copying Boo Boo again?
Be good though, wouldn't it?
But we've got a new feature, haven't we?
Which one's this?
Are we doing, within the Monkey News, the new feature?
Oh, Steve.
I'm excited. You know Monkey News is my favourite feature, so what have you added to it?
Explain it.
Right, well, there's been loads of stuff going on in the past few weeks, right? But for the times when I struggle, when sort of monkeys have had a quiet week, and there isn't that much news going on, right? Come up with this thing. I sort of speak to an expert. I've spoke to him already.
You spoke to an expert, a monkey expert?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And I ask him a question.
Wow.
Right? The feature, it's got a good name. You know, that's the way I work.
Yep.
Cheapest chimps. Right?
Okay.
And what I do, I ask them a question about, you know, how much does it cost to, you know, keep one? How much does it cost to, you know, feed one for a week?
Yeah.
All this sort of stuff. So I give out like a monkey story, and if that isn't enough for people, they'll also learn something else at the end of it.
Right.
Yeah.
So like...
It sounds fascinating, can I say right now?
Right. It's about, a chimp, right?
Surprising.
Spoke to an expert about him.
Who was the expert?
Someone at London Zoo.
Okay.
How many bananas do you think the little chimp that they've got at London Zoo eats a day?
Right. How many bananas is a little chimp at London Zoo?
Can they call in for this?
No, I'd leave it. I'm just testing it out on Steve, because we've already got an email thing going on here.
So how many bananas do they eat a day? So 1 chimp per day, how many bananas?
Yeah.
How many bananas does a chimp eat a day? And does this mean that... Because sometimes I've seen them on the telly, they peel one, they'll just eat a bit of it, then they'll throw it away. We're talking a whole banana?
But how many bananas does it eat a day?
How many bananas do you eat a day?
Getting angry. Come on.
Well, I'll try and have 2 if I've got time, but I'm pretty busy.
Well, I'll go... swinging on your tyre.
How many do you reckon?
I think a little monkey, a tiny little monkey, per day, over the course of a day, I reckon he probably eats 15 bananas.
Right, Ricky, what are you going for? Little chimp at London Zoo.
But hold on, but presumably they don't only feed it bananas. So
Okay.
so the question is...
It's how many bananas does it eat? Come on,
Yeah, but
Rick.
how many does it get given? It would eat 15 if it was given 15, but it might be given 1 slice of banana, 15 oranges, 200 potatoes and some lettuce.
How many bananas does it eat? Come on. It's ju-
5.
have a guess.
5?
Yeah.
Right. It's only 1.
Yeah, because it only gets given 1.
Cheapest chimps.
What?
So, it's pretty cheap to have a chimp.
Right. I'm on your side now, Steve.
I don't understand what happened then. What, so at the end of it, you always shout cheap as chimps. Is that... what, that's the quiz, is it?
All right.
Right.
Right, we've done that. Monkey news. Right, straight. Let's hit 'em dead. Let's go straight with cheap as chimps, Carl.
Right, well, this will probably finish today, to be honest.
Oh,
right? Because what if we looked at cheap as chimps, we found out that...
They eat one banana. Next, go on, do this one.
One banana a day and that.
Yeah, that's
right,
it, brilliant.
So what...
It was a long-running feature, go on.
What? Sorry, can I just ask again? What are the rules with cheapest chimps?
It's just, you know, if you wanted a chimp, how much would it sort of cost you?
Brilliant.
Right?
Title come first?
So, yeah,
Yeah.
as always, that's the way they do it. Right? Cheap as chimps. I thought I'll go online and see, you know, if I could buy one. How much do you reckon?
£6,000.
To buy a chimp?
Yeah.
Oh no, a ridiculous amount. Where can you buy them from? What sources? You shouldn't be able to buy them.
eBay.
What do you mean? Buy a chimp? From who?
There was this website that was selling stuff.
What, you could actually
What are you talking? What are you talking about?
Right, here we go then, right? I looked at it. Here's some of the other animals that were on there.
No, wait a minute. What, are these poachers?
I don't know.
What, the zoos that got bored with them? Where can you buy a chimp?
I don't want to give it a plug.
Right,
Some
go on then.
website, right?
So what are the other animals available?
Right, well, I'll give you some prices with the other animals, and you can try and work out if it's cheap as chimps, right? So, right, a camel. What do you reckon?
£25,000.
Right, $8,000 for a camel, right? Sloth,
40 quid.
$3,000.
Right.
Last one, Bengal tiger,
Oh, that's got to be pricey. $12,000.
$1,800.
What?
Yeah.
Carl, this is an awful website. That can't be true, mate.
Right,
That's
so
awful.
a chimp.
Well, a chimp,
$5,000.
I'm going to go with $1,000.
55,000.
What?
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
So,
But I don't know what to say because this is rubbish anyway. What website can you buy? Okay, get me a tiger. Here's £1,000. Get me a tiger.
well, I don't know.
You're an idiot.
Postage and packages and...
Sorry, so where does the cheapest chimps element come in?
Well, that's sort
Aren't
of
you supposed
rounds
to
it up.
shout, it's cheapest chimps at the end?
Well, it isn't. That's why I want to finish the feature. Right then. Well, got an email from John. You know, if you've got any monkey news going on in your area,
Let us know, podcast@review.com.
Oh God, amazing!
just bung it on email. And this one's sent in from John. Don't know where he is. But do you know, like, they're running out of TV ideas and that?
They're running out of TV ideas.
Well, you know,
Are they?
they've done a lot of stuff. I mean, if you had to come up with a TV idea now, you struggle, don't you? Because every idea you come up with, it's kind of been done on it.
Sure.
Okay.
Right? It's like inventions and that. Right?
They're not
so-
getting monkeys to come up with TV ideas, are they?
Well, no, right? But there's a TV channel in Moscow, right? And I think they had a bit of bad luck or something, a lot of redundancies and that, right? And whoever was in charge of it got a bit mental and got rid of loads of people, right?
Yeah.
And they come in the next day and they were like, right, are we ready to go live and that? And someone comes running in with a clipboard saying, we haven't got any people left, right, to present.
That's such nonsense.
Right, tell you what. Right, okay, carry on.
So he goes, what?
If just one employee turns out to be Simeon and is doing a good job, I'm never doing this radio show again.
So this TV channel, you know, it's having a lot of problems and that. They've got to go live, right? He's like, what am I going to do? Anyway, for some reason, right, there was a chimp knocking about.
For some reason, that's the key piece of information,
boy, it
but we
doesn't
didn't get it.
matter,
We
it
didn't
doesn't
get
matter,
it.
does it?
It doesn't
matter, it does.
It doesn't matter. Imagine
Anyway.
if that was in a film. And they're going, well, I can't see where this plot's going. Well, he's just there. He's just there.
So anyway, so he sort of says, get it in a suit, right?
Why?
So, because they're running out of ideas, the clock's ticking, they've got to go live with something.
What do you mean? What he's
What, is it a
presenting?
news programme?
He's
Well,
presenting.
Listen, it's a chat show. I'm not...
They can't
Again,
talk!
don't have a go at me, have a go at John, who sent this in.
Right,
And
be
this is-
quiet, let's hear it. Let's hear the end.
So anyway, so like I say, so going live, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, what have you? Chimp sat there on the chair. He was like, look, let's just get through tonight's show and worry about this tomorrow, right?
So they put a chimp in a suit. What was that handmade, or were the sleeves a bit short on him? You idiot, think!
So anyway, it's sat there, right, and they're going, right, here we go, good luck everyone, right?
Yeah.
Chimp's there.
What programme is this?
It's a chat show.
Whose chat show is it?
Well, it's the monkeys.
I like the fact that
It's the monkeys now, is it?
I like the fact that they put the chimp in a suit. It's like, no one's going to take this chat show seriously if he's not dressed up, if he's not smart.
Slovenly, look at that slovenly ape.
So anyway,
Oh.
let's get to the point of it and that, right? So anyway, so they go on, right? It's all going
Didn't
brilliantly.
happen. There's no way this happened.
Here's a fundamental
So anyway.
question. How was the chimp asking questions?
Not sure about that bit, but all I've got is the stuff that was on the news site for this. Like I say, I've
But
given
it's
you,
rubbish.
Yeah, but I've given you some facts. I've
No,
told you there's a TV channel in Moscow that's having problems, right? I've explained that.
No,
bit.
it's this rubbish.
They've got rid of the presenters. The monkey sat there, right? Don't worry about it. Anyway, I'm telling you, it goes all right.
It
So
goes
anyway,
okay, in case you were worried, Rick.
he's sat there, right?
Absolute
They get to
shit.
the first break, they're like, can't believe it, right? You know, viewing figures and that, they're loving it, right?
What? No. What? How did they know the viewing figures in the break?
Please
And-
do not interrupt the
And
news.
what did the chimp
At
do in
end
the
of it,
first half?
They had a big guest on that week and what
And what did he do? Just talk to himself?
They walked on.
So Cher comes on,
I'm
yeah.
not sure, but say if it is Cher, right?
No,
Like,
what-
the main gaffer is like going, oh, Cher's going to go mental at us, right, for putting on
Say
with
it
the
is.
monkey.
No, it is Cher.
No, it's
In
Cher.
his mind, it's Cher sitting there talking to a chimp in a suit.
So anyway, she
and they're
comes
filming
off-
it for Moscow TV, and the ratings are going through the roof.
Presumably there's a translator, because Cher doesn't speak either Russian or chimp.
So she comes off, right, and the bloke who's in charge is like, she's going to go mad. She's going to go mad here. She walks up, she goes, I love that. Right? She said that's one of the best interviews, right? So anyway, they decided, right, it went so well, kept him on. He's still there.
I love the fact that Cher was an idea that Steve threw up, and now she's going, I love that, Jim, get me back there. I want to go to Moscow, never mind. Unbelievable.
Don't have a go at me, have a go at John, but, you know, if you've got any monkey news, send it in.
Oh, chimpanzee that monkey news, you
This week, what I thought I'd do, right, because we're getting loads of emails from people who haven't really heard much of the monkey news that I've done in the past, right? And a lot of people are sending through one of the first ones that I did that was a good monkey news. I think it's worth hearing again, just in case you forgot about it, because it's sort of classic monkey news. I don't know if you want a different jingle.
Well, no, I mean, it's just, you know, if it's anything that you've ever said, it's not true anyway,
Well,
so carry on.
Well, it was a true one, because this is the one that, like, this is like world-known monkey news. A lot of people will send this through. It's the most popular one, right? And it's about this monkey that was knocking about called Ollie, right? It's called Oliver.
Yeah.
And it was in this zoo, and it was the only monkey in there, right? So
This is one they think was the missing link. It was half human, half ape.
Uh,
That programme on television, because it had bald. It looked like you, which doesn't mean it's half anything.
it might have been that one. What happened is it was in the zoo and stuff, and it was getting a bit lonely because, like, it was sharing its sort of time with, say, an elephant and a giraffe and
No,
that.
it doesn't happen.
And they didn't really
No,
get on that well.
Wait, they do
No,
not
but let me
put,
just tell you.
they do
let
not
me
put
tell you.
chimpanzees
Yeah, but let
in
me
with...
tell you. No,
well, it's not true.
I know
Why
they
would he
don't-
share his
no,
time
no,
with an
I know they
elephant and a
don't-
giraffe?
Gervais,
I know
it was some kind of flat share. They put an advert in the student union.
Yeah,
saying,
yeah, but
you
I'm
know,
not-
we've
I
got 2 rooms to let.
African mammal wanted,
Well,
not
anyway,
specific.
but
A mammoth and a...
What I'm saying is there was other elephants for elephants to knock about with and that. The monkey, it was the only one there. So what happened is the zookeeper
Right,
felt a bit sorry for him.
right,
He was like, oh, look, he's looking all fed up and that.
yeah.
And like you say, I think he went a bit bald because he was bored and that. So he started to sort of get pally with him. So at lunchtime, when the zookeeper was sat on the wall having his, like, ham butties or whatever, he'd sort of go, you all right? And it used to come over closer and closer, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, within a month, he was sat on the wall having his lunch with him, right? And
What's what wall?
just a little wall in the zoo.
So they let the monkey out. The monkey could come and go. He had his own
Well,
door
it's
key.
just near where the monkey is, it used to just pop
Oh,
over.
these blinking latchkey monkeys.
I know, yeah. He was 21. Yeah, go on.
Sit there having his butty and that
Yeah.
with the monkey and
Yeah.
stuff. And anyway,
The ham
as
butty,
time went on, because the zookeeper back then, zoos weren't as popular as they are now, so it was only it was him on his own really. So he found like the monkey was the closest
Rubbish,
thing.
absolute rubbish. The
to
zoo
another-
cannot run with one
This
zookeeper.
is a true thing. I mean, this
It's
is what
not,
I'm saying.
you-
A lot of
no,
people.
it-
The height of
it-
popularity for zoos surely was in the Victorian era. So
Yeah,
I don't know
exactly.
what's-
You're
But anyway,
talking-
go on.
carry
Yeah,
on,
but
okay.
you're sort of, picking up on little things that
aren't
aren't important. It
sure.
doesn't matter.
Yeah, that
But
aren't true.
anyway,
Go
so
on.
he sat there, and as time goes on, you know,
Yeah.
he's sort of sat with him most of the day. Monkeys
Yeah.
walking around with him, helping feed the other animals and that.
No.
But then what happened is the zookeeper, at the end of the night, when he's, like, locking up and stuff, he'd feel bad, because he'd be leaving the zoo, and, like, Ollie's sat there, and he's like, I'll see you tomorrow, and the monkey's like, yeah, right, see you later. Looking all fed up, because he's got home to go to, and he's still stuck in where he's basically working every day. Right, so he's never going home, right?
Now he's sleeping at work, the monkey.
So anyway, the zookeeper goes home, says to his wife, look, Ollie's having a bit of a time at the moment. So she said, oh yeah, what's going on? He said, well, he's just looking a bit fed up, he's sick of it. So she said, bring him home. So he said, well, I did what I asked, but I didn't want to force it, all that.
This conversation didn't happen.
So anyway.
I love that he's giving it in such detail.
Yeah, I know, it didn't happen.
So
this is
anyway.
in your head.
So she said, yeah, bring it home tonight. So anyway, he's looking forward to going into work and that. He sees Ollie. He doesn't tell him straight away.
It's a surprise for him later.
So,
God.
So they go through the day, usual stuff, feeding the elephants and all that. It gets to the point when it's like, they have the lunch and that. It gets to the end of the day.
Yeah.
And sort of Ollie's there. He's looking at him like as if to say, well, there you go, another day, another busy day and that.
Little does he know.
See you tomorrow and stuff. Anyway, he's like, get your coat. He's like, what?
Coat? What do you mean, get your coat?
Whatever the equivalent is, right? Whatever you say to a monkey, it was kind of like, you're coming with me sort of thing.
Yeah.
Right.
So he's going, oh, brilliant. Anyway,
No, he's not!
so
Why do you mean he's going brilliant?
He takes
Look,
it home,
so he gets his hat and coat.
He gets his hat and coat,
And he
can't believe his luck, right? He goes back to the zookeeper's house. Everything's going well for about a week and a half.
Right. Has he
He's
got his
at
own
home.
room?
He still goes, like, to work and stuff.
To the zoo, yeah.
To the zoo.
He doesn't work there.
And then he comes back with the zookeeper. But anyway, what ended up happening is, so anyway, he's back at the house, and it's going well for about a week and a half. Treating him really well. He's sat there, he's having a brandy at night before he goes to bed. Zookeeper noticed that when he took it back to work, it was kind of getting flashbacks of not having a good time in the zoo, right? So he was like, this isn't helping him out. He's happy when he's at home with the brandy and the fags and that. When he comes back here, he's starting to look a bit fed up. So he said to his wife, look, you're at home all day, right?
Oh, jeez.
I'm going to work. I'll leave it with you, right? So Ollie stays at home.
Yeah.
Anyway, as time goes on,
Yep.
a little bit of trouble. Whilst the fella's busy at work, grafting, paying the bills and that for Ollie at home, Ollie starts getting a little bit cheeky, tries it on with the missus.
Right. Whoa.
Right.
How does a
Carl,
monkey try it on with the missus?
Are you
So this
talking shit?
is classic monkey news. And
How does it try it on with
So
the
he's a
missus?
bit drunk. He stinks of smoke. He tries it on with the missus. How does he try it on with her?
I don't know all the detail on
You don't know
on that
any
bit.
of the
I don't know
details.
the detail on that bit. But
You don't
all I
know any of the
No, I don't know
details.
the details on that bit.
You
but
don't
I
know any of the details.
So what happened? So while the zookeeper's away, the monkey did play. What happened? Did the zookeeper's wife reciprocate these affections?
Just a little bit of little bit of fun, I suppose. She probably went along with that at first. She's cooking at home, getting the tea ready. That's walking past, pinching her arse or whatever. And do you know what I mean? It starts off just like it does, with humans. Starts off as a bit of fun. Before you know it, split up in the end. Anyway, the zookeeper and I think the monkey stayed with the woman.
Oh, chimpanzee, that monkey news.
Right. Well, this one sent in from Sam in New York. Right. And it's about a fire that happened, right, in a really, like in New York, they have loads of big buildings, don't they?
Yeah.
Right, really, really tall ones and
Skyscrapers.
stuff. Yeah. And there was a fire in one of them, right? So they did as expected. They called up, fire brigade and that. They turned up, right? Fire engine parked up. It's like, right, where's the fire? And they said, oh, it's on like floor 100 or whatever. And they said, oh no. We've brought the fire engine with the short ladders.
Stupid mistake, but go on.
Right? So anyway, so the fire's going and that, and they're saying, is there anyone in there? They go, I don't know, there might be someone up there, but the telecom's not working and
Who
stuff.
do you think might be up there, Rick?
I don't know. But
Just a woman, I imagine. Just a woman or a child.
is there a fireman that could climb up a building at all
Okay,
without a
that seems
ladder?
unlikely, but go on.
Go on.
So anyway, so they said, well, how are we going to get up there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can't.
But if they've only brought the short ladders.
No, we can't. Let's go on.
Yeah.
Okay,
Forget
that
it.
was monkey news.
So they said, well, there's a lot of, grippage.
Because they made up words, the fireman, the NYPD fireman.
There's a lot of grippage
On the side of the building and stuff. So anyway, they said, why don't we just go and get a monkey, right? So they got a monkey.
Whoa, that's a
Is
bit
that-
of a jump.
Is
They
that
just-
policy now in the New York Fire Department?
Well, you know, you've got to think quick, haven't you? At the end of the day, if people are up there, you don't start querying if it'll work or not. You try everything that you can to help someone out, right?
That's the first thing I thought of. Was it a monkey?
So it was quicker for them to go and get a monkey than to go back and get the long ladders.
Why don't they get
Okay, fair enough.
Why don't they get Spider-Man?
Yeah, call Spider-Man.
Yeah, call Spider-Man.
So anyway, so they got a monkey down there, and they said, right, well,
Where'd they get it from?
we don't know, from the local zoo or something.
Oh,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
So they said, look, let's, we've got to remember there could be someone up there,
Right.
and it'll shock them a bit if a monkey comes in, right?
Yeah.
So they said,
Yeah, I don't think they'd care.
Get it
If their building's on fire, they're not going to go, oh, that's weird, there's a monkey at the window. They'd be screaming, save me! Oh, there's a monkey. Oh, where are you from then?
So they said, right, we'll just get it a little small uniform and that, the smallest you've got.
But whoa, hold on though. Actually, where are you going to get that? I'm going back to the station. We'll get the long ladders while you're there.
No time.
No time. No, I bought the small uniform. I just didn't bring the long
Yeah.
ladders. You're an idiot.
So anyway, it goes up there. It's got all the kit on and what. It's got its little harder on and all that. It grabs. There was like a little person up there. Manages to grab that.
Not
give it
a midget.
Who was up there then?
It was just
Someone that was just the right size for a monkey to be able to rescue, which is handy. Because if it had been anyone else, like a larger person or a family, we'd all be screwed.
No, I don't know about the size of it, but it's just the story saying how like it was quite a big monkey and that it was good at breaking down doors.
Oh, yeah.
It was good at climbing into small spaces and
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
like that. Anyway,
But
it managed
so it's big enough to carry a fully grown man, but small enough to climb through a cat flap.
yeah,
Sure.
So
Which is handy.
So anyway, it managed to
Did
get
it have
the
the boots
person.
on as well?
It got the person and everything, and now it says it's sort of it's on call if they ever need it again. So-
Sure, and if they ever get anywhere again and they've forgotten the long ladders, but there's plenty of grippage, they just call for Coco.
So that's this week's monkey.